we are back after a couple scheduling and having to move stuff around at halftime of the Thursday night football game. Joined by Peter Traina. Pete, what is happening tonight, my friend?
Oh, well, Jason Garrett here still. I had 5 plays last week thinking, I won't break even, right? But no, I pushed. So we got 2-2-1 last week. So now I got 6 this week.
We're just going to keep upping it every week until it changes. All right, well, we'll get right into it since we've got 6 different games to get into. We're not going to waste any time with props tonight since we have the 2 extra games. Let's get right into it. First up, Miami at Jacksonville in foggy London town. How do you feel about this one kicking off the Sunday, the early game?
Anthony, I don't know if you can hear that. The dogs are barking today. The dogs are barking on Sunday. I love it. Listen, the 0-5 Jags, they go to face the 1-4 Dolphins. I don't know why the NFL, if you're trying to expand your fan base, why you keep sending these teams to the London games. It doesn't seem right, but I power rank these teams about 2 points apart. I don't know. Did they figure out Tua is going to play or not? But
I'm not sure.
Yeah, even if he does start, I don't know if this is the game I'd want to start him traveling overseas. Tunsil's out. I do like the Dolphins matchup versus the Jags defense, but I don't like I said, with the travel, if Tua's playing, it's a little funky. I'm worried about the Jags, completely being out on Urban and not wanting to play for him. But, these are pros, man. They're looking to put out some good tape. They're not going to totally give up. I like what I've been seeing with the Jags offense lately. They're getting a little bit better. I'm going to take the Jags and the points. Jags +3 with a final score of 25-26. Jags, slight upset.
Oh, I hate this game. I hate everything about this game. I hate Urban Meyer and the Jags. I hate how gross Miami looks. I hate that it's the early game and I feel like something crazy always happens in that London game. I don't know. I guess I like the Jags +3, but I don't feel great about it.
No.
It doesn't feel good, but yeah, I think I lean that way. Miami just isn't doing enough compelling me to swing their way, especially if it's another week of Jacoby Brissett. So
yeah, and if the Jags are going to sneak out a win, I think this could be the time. This is their home crowd, right?
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. All right, next up we have the Packers at the Bears. What are we thinking here?
That I'm a lunatic, but this is a numbers play. All right. This is a numbers play. The Packers are obviously the better team, right? But Chicago, they've been a top 5 defense in terms of points per game. They have the better red zone scoring offense in terms of percentage. And Green Bay, we were talking about this earlier, Green Bay has given up points on 100% of their red zone on defense and 100% of their red zone drives.
Not great.
Not great. They're down some cornerbacks. If Justin Fields can get anything going, just a little consistency, I think the defense should be able to slow down Rodgers a bit. I think Akeem Hicks is out or hurt. He might be out, but I think they can keep this close. And actually, I'm predicting this is an upset here. I'm taking Chicago in the points. It's 5.5. Final score 22 Bears, Packers 20.
My concerns in this one are Matt Nagy, namely. He worries me because I love Fields as a prospect, and he just can do things that Andy Dalton can't do. But I worry that Matt Nagy and that offense won't let him do those things. And without David Montgomery, it seems likely without Damian Williams. And I like Khalil Herbert. I like Khalil Herbert as a sleeper kind of guy late in rookie drafts this year. But with leaning on Khalil Herbert, and I don't really trust the Bears to let Fields open it up enough. I just don't think they'll be able to outscore the Packers. I like the Packers in this one. I like them to win. I like them to cover.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to hope that they're smart enough to realize Packers are weak passing in terms of passing defense. Let's attack that. But Matt Nagy,
exactly. What more can I say? Yeah. All right, next up we've got Chargers Ravens.
This is going to be a fun game.
Oh, it's might be the game I'm most excited for, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, we got two teams. They're coming off absolute thrillers, right? They both earned late wins and some heroic quarterback play. I'm going to keep it simple. I think both teams are going to score early and they're going to score often. The Ravens defense is they're good. I think they're top half, but they're not the Ravens, you know. And I think they're more trading on their name value as they're slightly above middle of the pack. Both teams they give up over 27 points per game. Last one with the ball wins. I'm taking the over 51 and a half. Chargers 27, Ravens 26.
Yeah, this one will be fun. I think this one it screams shootout. I agree. Last one with the ball wins. Two exciting offenses. Herbert's winging the ball all over the place. We talked earlier about how Wink Martindale said he could throw a strawberry through a battleship. So we're gonna see if he could throw that strawberry through that battleship this week. But yeah, I think I agree that Baltimore is getting by on a little bit of name value with the defense. I don't think the defense is as good as some people are making it out to be. I don't think they're terrible, but
No.
I think there's going to be plenty of room for both of these offenses, and I would side with the over on this one as well. I hope we get the shootout that we're all expecting.
Yeah.
All right, Rams Giants.
So again,
the Mike
clearly I'm
Glennon
excited.
game. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Anthony, come on, why do you gotta do that to
I'm just kidding. This is a Pro Dimes podcast.
So
What are we like in Rams Giants?
Listen, I'm a Giants fan, obviously, but I just think 10 points. It's a little bit too much for a West Coast team traveling east, playing the early games. Let's not get crazy here. The Giants, they're not as good as the Rams. They typically underperform at home. And I would be looking to buy out of this if Daniel Jones is not playing. So if Daniel Jones is not playing, I do not like the plus 10. Let me put that out there.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? If I'm the Giants, the game plan's got to be, listen, I don't want Daniel Jones, running the ball unless it's, to get out. He's getting out of a sack. And I don't want to hand the ball off to, not Saquon Barkley. So I would be throwing the ball quick, getting it out to, Shepard, Tony. And I think they can keep the game within striking distance. I have the Giants ranked about 8 points less than the Rams. So I see a slight edge on the Giants plus 10. The Rams have a soft schedule coming up where they host the Lions, they're at the Texans, and then they host the Titans. They might be on a bit of cruise control. I think the Giants can be a little lively on offense. So I score this Rams 28, Giants 20.
I like Giants plus 10 if it's Daniel Jones as well. It all goes out the window if it's Glennon, but it looks like Jones
Absolutely.
will play.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, the Rams are a fun, exciting team, a fun, exciting offense, and they have a good defense. But I think the Giants can do enough even to rally late to cover that 10. I think 10 points is a lot of points. So
these are pros, yeah.
Yeah, 10 points is a lot of points, especially for pros. And I think if Daniel Jones is out there, hitting young Joka all over the place, get to see Kadarius Stoney do some more of what he was doing in the open field last week. I think 10 points is a lot. So as long as he's out there, I do like Giants plus 10. All right, Vikings at Panthers. What are you thinking here?
So the Vikings, they're coming off of a last-minute, kind of not lucky win, but a last-minute win over the winless Lions. While the Panthers, they lose a game that they probably should have won against the Eagles. Sam Darnold's kind of, he kind of regressed to the mean, he threw 3 picks. And I think there was 1 or 2 that were like really ugly, just unnecessary. Yeah. But I'm going to ride with the home dog on this one. I do think that Carolina has the pieces on defense to stop the Vikings, or to stop what the Vikings should want to do, as in pass the ball with their 2 top-tier receivers. Cooks is coming back, though, so, Mike Zimmer just might want to run the ball 50 times. But I do think I see it's a close game, but I'm going to take the Panthers money line. I see the Panthers 24, Vikings 21. You like that?
This is an interesting one because I think a lot comes down to Do you get Sam Darnold that you saw for those couple games early on in the season, or do you get Sam Darnold from a week ago? Um, Iffy, it looks like up in the air right now about whether or not you get Christian McCaffrey in this one. He didn't practice today on Thursday. I think he's been officially tagged as questionable coming into the game. I don't think doubtful, so I guess there's a chance he gets out there. It's going to be a close one. I like the Vikings to win the game. I think that they pull off the win against the Panthers here. So if we're talking money line, I'll take the Vikings.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think it's at 1 anyway, so it is
Yeah.
like pretty much a toss up, you know. So I
Yeah,
mean,
it's an even one.
yeah.
It's gonna be a close game for sure. Last
Yeah.
one that we have to get into. With you on this one. Arizona at Cleveland. What do you like here?
All right, so these are two of the better teams in the league facing off. They both have injuries that really kind of worry me, and the weather might not be great in Cleveland. I am mostly worried about Kyler's throwing shoulder. This is exactly what happened to them last year. They started off hot. Kyler hurt his shoulder. They started losing games. I think the Browns' defensive injuries do scare me a little bit more, though. Coming off absolutely gut wrenching defeat against the Chargers, and they're staring at Thursday night football next week. I think this is a close game. I think the Browns slightly underperform here, and the Cardinals sneak out a win. I'm taking the hook. The Cardinals plus 3.5. Final score 26-23 Cardinals.
This is probably my second most anticipated game behind the Chargers Ravens game. I think this one's going to be fun. I like Arizona in this one too. I think I like Arizona to win the game. Honestly, I think that this is a big game going into them. I think they're a good team, and this could cement them as one of the great teams in the NFL right now. So I think they'll come in ready to go. Them getting points seals it for me. So I'm with you. Arizona plus 3.5 on that one.
Yeah, especially getting that hook to 3.5. I could see
Yeah.
this being the last team wins, and maybe they Browns win by 3. I could totally see the probability of that is probably, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's very high.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. So that's Jacksonville plus 3, Chicago plus 5.5, over 51.5 in Chargers, Ravens, Giants plus 10, Carolina money line, and Arizona plus 3.5. 6 winners. You're not going to be Jason Garrett next week. I can almost guarantee it. We're getting into the second half of this game, so
Perfect
we'll do it
timing. Yeah.
again next week. Pete, I appreciate you joining us as always.
Thanks for having me again.